a stand-up with one of my favorite comedians. He's also one of the hosts of Dungeons and Comedy. This guy's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna shut up and let him talk. Guys, keep it going for Nicholas Smith.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason. How the fuck are we all doing tonight? Hanging in there? Good. So, I get depressed. Mornings are the worst time for me. I just wake up, terrible mood, lay in bed, drooling on my pillow, thinking to myself, what's the point? We're doomed. Our march to extinction continues unabated. Our wealth and resources are dwindling at a startling rate. Environmental disaster is looming on the horizon. We're all thralls to the myriad systems of corporate and governmental control, too blind or apathetic to see it, clinging desperately to our customs and traditions, toys and distractions. And when our comforts are stripped away from us and the machines stop, and the gentle disposition of our enlightened society is peeled back like the desiccated flesh of a laboratory cadaver, to reveal the predaceous nature of our species. We're trapped on a floating asylum, whirling into blackness, an insignificant speck in a cruel and arbitrary universe, living out an absurd existence. Well, I guess I'll go make breakfast now. Yeah, I hate it. I've been feeling really hollow lately, dead inside, and I got worried and started reading about depression online. And at the bottom of one article, there was a depression quiz, so I figured, fuck, I'll take it. Well, apparently I fucking crushed it. Yeah. Because at the bottom of the quiz, in frantically flashing red text, was the suicide prevention hotline number, begging me not to go through with it. And the weirdest thing happened. I just had this gambler's rush just flow through my system. It was like, yes, I'm a winner, I'm a fucking winner. And I did like 9 more of them just to see how I would do. And two-thirds of them I scored severe depression, and then the other third, again, I got that suicide hotline number that I needed. Just that validation. I don't know why, it was incredible. But the thought of actually calling one of those numbers just made me want to kill myself. Because who are you gonna get? Some 22-year-old pimply-faced kid doesn't know shit about life, trying to help you out. He's only doing it because he needs credits for his psychology course. Just sitting there, just, so Nicholas, things sound pretty bad. You're depressed, you're alone, you're slowly eating yourself to death, and you're codependent on your bulldogs, but you have a lot to live for, laughter's a gift, it's a treasure, you give that to people. I mean, when I get sad, I think about the fact that I have my own Pokemon Tumblr page. That brings a lot of joy to people. It's just on and on. It just makes me want to put a gun in my mouth, 5 pounds of pressure. His awful voice would be out of my head, but instead I have to compensate by telling my problems to groups of strangers in low-lit rooms, so thank you for that. I appreciate the free therapy session. And then along with depression, I have a lot of anxiety that I deal with. And in particular, I have like a lot of anxiety about my genitals because they're not easy to see. They're not easy for me to find without a lot of, stretches and contortions and cameras and mirrors and angles. You okay? You all right, buddy? It's like it's sad that I wanna get in a relationship just so I have like a genital checker right there anytime I'm concerned. It's like, I think it's a blood blister, but it might be cancerous, That's an awful, terrible reason to get in a relationship. Just coming at her 3 a.m. like a peasant with his lord's coin purse. Lord, check it. I think this seam's burst. Would you take a look at this? I think this things have fallen out of it. Oh, no, that's... But, yeah, and then, beyond not being able to see my genitals, sex is a challenge. Sex is hard. Last time I had sex, my dick's too little, my belly's too big, and my mom's pubis. You know the mom's pubis? It's the area where most of your pubic hair grows out of, and it's supposed to have a thin layer of fat to protect you when you're bumping pelvises together. But I have like an overabundance of fat there. It looks like a fanny pack made out of bologna that fell on the floor of a barber shop. It's hideous. It's a nightmare. And my little penis hides under there like a frightened den animal, curled up in my scrotum. And so yeah, we're trying to have sex, and it's not working. So we get our fucking cell phones out on the edge of the bed, looking up how to have sex with a morbidly obese man. It was sad. Finally, we settled on Woman on Top, which is fine. It's an old classic for a reason. But I'm just laying there, just thinking, man, I'm just a fat pile of garbage. I'm not contributing anything to this. And so I was like, I'm gonna get into this, try and, yeah, I've played bass for years. I got good natural rhythm, right? Terrible. I was awful at it because, my timing was off. It's like, as she's coming up, I'm pushing up. She's coming down, I'm pulling down. It was like two musicians playing together in different time signatures. It's like she's in 3/3 time doing a Johann Strauss waltz, just bum 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 bum. And I'm coming at it like straight away, 4/4 time, AC/DC rock, just cover you in oil, bam bam bam, gonna cover you. Awful. 15 years of music lessons down the shitter. My bass teacher would have disowned me if he'd seen that. But I brought other things to the bedroom. I stated I was a bass player, and at the time I just watched a tutorial on right-hand technique from Cannibal Corpse's Alex Webster, just sawing away on her clitoris, 3-finger assault, just. You will come, you will squirt, you will writhe in ecstasy. Oh yeah, and I can eat pussy like a fucking wizard. I'd come up from between her legs, my chin dripping juices like I just took and stayed at the watermelon eating contest. But I can't wait, I'm working on it. The recumbent bike is on the way. Lose this weight. I can't wait for that moment after a few months of hard work where I'm in the shower, sunlight streaming through, and I look down, and just on the horizon, I see a rim of light on my glans, like a halo on the Christ child. Angels will sing, a beautiful Hans Zimmer score will reverberate off of the tile, and then it will be a joyous reunion, like that picture, that Mormon picture of Jesus hugging his long-lost brother at the gates, with me hugging my penis for all eternity. All right, thank you. That's my time. Bring up Jason.
We gotta share the mic, Nicholas.
All right.
So I'll leave it out. Are we gonna stand for this one?
Yeah.
Cool. Real cool. Sometimes I hate myself for shit like that. I'm like, couldn't you have just fucking not said that? So, you're awakened one morning to a few aliens in your room, just hanging out, and they're like, hey, we got a bunch of technology that does a bunch of cool shit. Whatever you want, we got a technology for that, but we can only give you one thing of technology. What is it that you want?
A food replicator with a fleshlight attached to it. Never have to leave the house. And then when I make it come, it just like sprays like baked beans in my face, or cannolis or whatever. You know, I'm a dirty fat slut. Give it to me.
I love Italian. I feel like repeating this question for you because I really want to hear, we've got Aaron's answer on it, and I really kind of would like to hear your answer on it. So if you were a creature of myth, what creature would you be?
Creature of myth. So many options. I know I wouldn't want to be a gargoyle. That is a bullshit occupation. You're a stone statue all day long, and then get a few hours at night to run around and fight crime, and it's not my speed at all. Hobbit. I'd be a hobbit. That's my speed. Sit around, smoke weed, eat too much, fall asleep in front of the fire, and bang Rosie Cotton when Samwise is out to adventuring.
Yeah. You just made fans. That's the correct answer. When you mentioned like smoking weed all day, so I work retail, and that's a bad way to be like, smoke weed all day. I work retail, and you can. No. But like I was working retail, like one day I was at work, and this woman from Australia came in, and we started talking about koala bears, because we're like, oh, they're cute, and she's like, they're assholes. Like, they are really mean. And so she started explaining more about koala bears, and they like sleep like 20 to 22 hours a day. And then they eat eucalyptus and get high and just are pissed off the rest of like the 2 hours they're up. So I'm like, yeah, that's probably my spirit animal if there's one out